Alright, so it's that time again. We'll do a little video for you, and this one I'm going to try to address the situation while I drive my motorbike here. So obviously it's quite evident that I have had some partial success, at least with the use of my newly found Twitter, and that despite all of the shadow banning that is going on, which I provided documentation for in my last video called Beyond Censored, and since then I have clearly noticed that the shadow banning is still going on, and predominantly my personal Twitter page is under permanent shadow banning censorship. So both manipulation of the stats, and it's hard to find the content, and I don't think people get notifications and whatnot. So those kinds of deboosting and other methods are definitely being employed. In relation to me posting on other people's posts on topics that I find important to me, that would of course be the Ukrainian war, perhaps the coming war between the West and Russia, and of course the Israeli genocide of the Palestinians. All of these things obviously need to stop, and of course I'm also very adamant about my own social and political persecution, and I'm speaking truth to power, and that is being noticed not only by the powers that be, but frankly also Elon Musk's Twitter, and of course other people. And that's why they are shadow banning me, because of the situation that I'm in relation to be the subject or the protagonist in a global social engineering program, in which they keep creating all kinds of propaganda content, which I call the fake real life Truman Show, a kind of spin-off of my reality that has little to nothing to do with me, but is something that always serves their interests. So since people have been hearing me on social media, on Twitter basically, they have retaliated heavily against me, and as have been seen so many other times before, they are using their classic techniques of discrediting and ridiculing, and in that they are using the fake real life Truman Show. And in that regard, it is true that I have recently come out and I have stated that I have some sexual attraction to transsexuals, as well as being into butt stuff. However, that doesn't change that women are my main attraction, both sexually and otherwise, and I would obviously want a wife or a girlfriend, and so there isn't really much to talk about here in relation to my what can you say, my kink, or my the kink in my sexuality, having some sexual attraction to transsexual. There's nothing really in it. So many people have this, and who watch transsexual porn. It doesn't really change anything else. So I don't know how how it's possible for them to be able to use this against me, to ridicule and discredit me, while there isn't anything going on other than what I have just stated here and in my other videos, becoming the protagonist. So that's basically how this trick works, and most people by now hopefully realize that is just a ploy. It's a ploy by the powers that be to try to ridicule and discredit their main protagonist in a global social engineering program, which they are using. They're using this global social engineering program to introduce these technologies and authoritarian methods that are being put to use against me, Stephen Bell, publicly.